What is up? Shiftmaster here today to bring you a really cool episode. I've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of messages and things like that, asking for people to put up, or people are asking me to put up a tutorial on how I do my roofs. So I'm going to cover that in this video today. So first I want to go over the different kinds of materials that I usually use for roofs. Let's see. I use three main materials. That would be brick, stone brick, and wood. And of course you can break the wood down into different colors of woods, but I'm not going to go to that. So for this particular roof, I'm going to go ahead and use the stone brick. It's actually my favorite kind to use. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that. So as you can see, I have this Victorian house. Got the floor plans and the actual floors and things like that already set up. So from here, what you're going to want to do is make like an outline. Pretty much just connect the dots that I have here for the line of the roof, so that you have kind of a, I don't know, plan, I guess you can say, of what you're trying to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just connect all the columns that I have sticking up to each other and go from there. So alright, so now I have that. What I actually want to do to this front part is have this sort of a bay window, but I don't want the roof to stick out over it like I usually do. I want to try and experiment. So, which experimenting is never a bad thing. I'm always experimenting. So let's see. So I want to do something like this with this, and try and do something like that along with this. Oh crap. Alright, so I have that, and then from here what I'm going to do is make a gable, which is this thing right here is what it's called, a gable. So that makes any sense. So that actually looks like it's connected there, but wait, I want to lower that. That looks kind of weird. There. And have the thing right here. Something like that. Yeah, so here we go. And then there. I don't know. So, and then to make it so that it looks like material continues all the way through. So, alright. So that handles that part. Let's see, I have another gable over here. This one's actually a lot simpler, so we'll just go ahead and, oh crap. So like basically the first step is making the outline. Second is adding in your gables and easements and things like that. And then the third would just be connecting all the lines that you would have created by that time. So I'll get to that part in a minute. Like so. So yeah, there we go. And then let's see. We have another part right here, kind of a lower part. There. And then actually that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and fill in the floor really quick. 0 wood. Oh crap. Typo. Of course. Because everything just doesn't want to work perfectly for me for some reason. I don't know. So yeah. So alright. So yeah, like I said, from here it's just connecting the dots basically. So like the levels of this easement should match the levels of that easement, should match the levels of that easement, or gable rather, not easement, gable. I guess both. I don't really know the particular name for the features of the roof that I'm putting in, but I'm pretty sure other people will let me know. So see how that ended up matching up with that, which means this will end up matching up with over here, right? And then same way with that, and that will come all the way back over here and match back up with that. And you could just keep going in a circle, basically, because you should have like some sort of circle going on. This roof is actually a bit more complex than some might be. Like if you have like a regular rectangular, footprint house with a forward and backward gaze or backward facing gables, then it'll be extremely simple. It's basically you just have a triangle roof. So that would be pretty simple in that case. But in this case, it's not as so. But yeah. So all right, now at this point, since you've connected all the gables, at this point you have two options. One would just be to go ahead and finish this roof off like this, or what you could do is keep it flat at the top here, and what I'm probably going to end up doing, and just making something like this. Wait, I don't know, do I want to do that? And doing where is, oh, and getting something like this. But let's see, there's a couple of ways you can do that. One would be this way, where I have something like this going on. Something like this possibly, and then it can float maybe. I don't know. Something like that. And then for these parts, so that's pretty much the basic part of it. And then the next part will be the adding more detail to that, and then just starting to finish it off a bit, like so. So, and then one thing you need to keep in mind, when you have corners like this, you need to have a block in that corner, because otherwise you have things going on like that, and that doesn't look right. With that block, then that kind of, I guess, finishes it off, so it looks a little bit better, a little bit more polished. Same thing with over here, but instead of using a full block, you use a slab. That way it looks a little bit smoother when you actually go and add in the steps. Like so. Oh crap. Yeah, like that. So, like, you can have either that or that, does the same job, just one looks a little bit smoother than the other. That one looks kind of meaty, kind of bulky. This one's a little smoother, a little cleaner. So, of course, that will look a lot better once we get the smooth stairs or whatever in. But from here, what you can do, actually, you can put in, so we have, oh wait, that, I'm not really sure how I want to do that yet, but yeah, so we have that, or what I could do is, something like this possibly, which might actually look a little bit better. There, and then what you can do on the sides as well to add a little bit more detail to it is put these on the sides. That way it looks something like that. And that looks kind of cool. Might lower that. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, so it looks pretty cool. And then one more step would be to actually keep that. Let's see, I'll put that there. So yeah, so there we have something like that. Or you can actually put in a window right here. So then you have something like that. which actually I like that a lot more. So, and then from there, just kind of finish it off a bit. You do this. Same thing right here. There. So now you have a gable, front-facing gable, completely finished off with all the details and everything. And that's how you would do it. And then you would do the same thing with the other gables, like that one, and this one. And it appears as though I'm gonna need, yeah, I'm probably gonna need a easement popping out right here. So let me go ahead and add that really quick. Because of course, like when you do stuff like this, it's never really set in stone. Wow, that looks really messed up. I can't do that. When you do stuff like this, nothing's never really set in stone until you actually get it in and then see how things are fitting together. If it's not fitting together very well, then you're gonna have to tear it out and do it again. So that's just standard practice in construction, really. It's not even Minecraft. That's real life. Here we go. So now we have that easement popping out. So now you can walk up and down these stairs without, you know, bumping your head into the roof. So, yeah. What is he doing? Shift. I'm stuck. Help. What? Just fly out, dude. Jeez. Or now he's trolling me. What did he say down here? Thank you, Shift for building in my Ton W. BT dubs, I like your house a lot. K, thanks. Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, so I guess that's the first part. Part 2 will be out. I'm probably gonna update, whatever you want to say. I'm gonna upload this one one day, and then upload the next one the next day, and stuff like that, every single day until the series is done, which is not gonna take that long. So stay tuned for the next part. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys next time.